To think that I was so close to going to WrestleMania. In other words, I was so close to seeing Undertaker's last match. I mean, you know, I could have gone this year. I could have made that last minute trip on Saturday night, but I didn't expect this to happen. I was thinking maybe 31, but I don't know. And New Orleans is like the city where my favorite football team plays, and I wanted to see WrestleMania in the Superdome. There's nothing I can do about it now, okay? I don't know just how to feel about anything anymore. I mean, let's review WrestleMania real quick, shall we? So, I start off the card. Well, actually, I mean, it was cool seeing those three legends in the ring: Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's a pretty good way to open it up. Uh, and then we had Daniel Bryan and Triple H. So I kind of got that right. I said Bryan would probably win, but if it goes to a draw, I wouldn't expect it to be I wouldn't be surprised if it turns into a fatal four way. And in the end of the night, it wasn't a fatal four way. Triple H got involved, but it wasn't a fatal four way. And then we had I'm so lost now. I don't even know what match comes next. Oh, Shield and Shield versus the Outlaws and Kane. A quick ass match. Shield won, so I got that one right, 2-0. And then we come to the Battle Royal, in which Big Show was like one of my last few, and he was one of my picks, but Cesaro won. I'm actually happy about that one, because I like Cesaro. I'm happy he won. So, but I'm 2-1 at that point. And then we come to Cena and Bray Wyatt. I actually thought Bray was gonna go over, but Cena wins, and I'm 2-2. That's 4 matches so far. And then here comes the heartbreaker, fucking Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. The match itself wasn't even that good. I'm not saying that because of the end, but I mean the match itself, Taker didn't do much, and you need two to tango, and it's just he wasn't doing much. I mean, he's just so beat up, but I could think of a lot of people that were better candidates in the streak than Brock Lesnar. Honestly, I like Brock, but I just don't think he deserved it. And I would have definitely preferred to see him retire undefeated, but right when they counted the pin, everybody was standing up in the arena, and me too. I was thinking maybe a referee was going to come out and reverse the decision or something. Maybe he was going to say that Taker's shoulder was up. But then they announced Brock Lesnar the winner, and I was still thinking it was possible, but then they showed the 21-1 animation. So yeah, it's... And by the way, there's a rumor going around that it was false. Lesnar changed his script and Vince McMahon is going to fire him. That's false. I mean, for one, it was on some website called like Hustlers with a Z, hustlers.com or some shit like that. And they post fake shit all the time. On top of that, they would not spend all that money to have it say 21-1 on that animation. No. Okay, wrestling is predetermined, which means they already had that made. And plus, if it was, then after the pinfall, Taker would have got up and looked in shock, you know. But it's the end. It's 21-1. I honestly never thought I would see the day. I just... And then we had to follow it up with the Divas match. The Divas match, AJ retains. Okay, I'm 3-3. And then we come to the main event. Daniel Bryan wins. I'm 4-3. I did pretty bad tonight on my predictions, but I mean, yeah, overall I won, but by what means? And on top of that, I'm happy Bryan won, but it doesn't really make up for much. Taker lost. I'm just kind of upset that I could have been there for his final match, and right now I wouldn't be having to go take a shower and then have to wake up to go to school. I could still be in New Orleans, wake up the next morning in New Orleans, have some breakfast, maybe go around for a little bit, and then take the megabus and come back home Monday night. could have been there to see his last match. I could have been there when Bryan won, but it's on me and Jacob. I mean, we should have planned this out a little earlier, more than a week in advance, you know. If anything, my mom said she would have gone with us, and at least she said she would have stayed in the hotel. She would just let us go to Access and WrestleMania. I would have preferred that. I would have been cool with that. You know, I would have even been cool with it if she wanted to go to WrestleMania. But you know, as long as I was there. But there's nothing I can do about it now. All right, we can't reverse time. Even if I had to reverse time, knowing that Taker was still gonna lose, you know, I'd still do it just as long as I could be there in the Superdome. But it's over. Taker. I'm gonna try to watch Raw tomorrow. I'm gonna try. And if nothing all that interesting happens, I won't exactly say I'm done watching wrestling, but I'm definitely taking a break. Signing out.